I want to present you the presidential citation here for Lightspeed Aviation Foundation and for all the things you do to give back to the community. So,
wow.
So recognition from AOPA. Thank you for what you do.
Oh my gosh, well thank you.
Thank you.
That's surprising and wonderful.
Well, I was talking to you about, Alan, the foundations of giving back and what does it mean to Lightspeed and your associates, the people who work with you? And how do you feel about that?
Well, I mean, it's core to me, and I think to the company. I think there's an obligation that we have as businesses to give back to the communities we live and serve in, and that can be the locality, like Portland, Oregon, in our case, and we have programs to do that through the company, but also to give back to the marketplace community that we serve in. And so there were a lot of needs that, as you know, this market has, particularly around growth and greater awareness and rallying up people and to have folks understand, both within and certainly outside of our community, all the great things aviation does. And so I want to figure out some way to give back and to do it in a way that can mobilize the assets that we have, the pilots and the great organizations that are doing amazing stuff.
Well, and I always look at people that do this foundation work and the leadership it takes to say, we're going to do something different, because it's way easier to say, go to the sidelines, not say something, not get involved. Mm-hmm. And once you set a pace, you're going to stay in it. How long has it been going on, the foundation? Yeah,
so this is year number 4, and it sort of goes in seasons because of the process that we use that has finalists that are selected. So year number 4 for us, it's been a great year, again, by all measures of engagement and whether it's voting, we have the most votes we've ever had this year than any others. Social media stuff is really continuing to ramp up, and both through us, but through the organizations that are the finalists. We try to empower them to tell their story. And so it's been a great year.
What do you see that the pilot community or maybe some of the others in this industry could do to support that?
Well, I mean, we tried to create and have created, I think, a very useful and simple model that allows pilots to get involved. In fact, pilots are at the center of how the foundation works. Pilots decide by nomination who gets considered to be a finalist. Pilots get involved in the ways that they are then voting and connecting with the organizations. And ultimately, it's their votes from the pilots that decide where the money goes. So we don't decide where the money goes. It's pilots' engagement in voting that decides. And so that's the tool that we've chosen to use. It's there's probably 10 others that people could come up with that would fit well to again, increase the mobilization and cultivation of the gifts we have and how we can use those to make a difference in the lives of others inside and outside our own community.
Well, from AOPA and from Mark Baker, thanks to Allan Schrader and your leadership for making this happen. I'm hopeful that the rest of the industry listens and responds in the great way you've done this, so thank you.
And also nominations are now going to be open for next year's finalists. And so, again, any pilot can nominate them. Even the organizations themselves can nominate themselves, and then we'll go through an application process, and next spring we'll announce the slate of people for the 2014 group.
Again, congratulations. Thanks.
Indeed. Thanks, Mark.
Okay,